What's up, Epic Cars? Well, I am on my way to Missouri with a bag full of cash, trying to buy a tow truck, a new tow truck. Yep, that would be my, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That'll be the 4th tow truck. Now, what's interesting about this, I've officially started my tow company, but I haven't really done any jobs yet because I haven't really been marketing that I have a tow company because none of my tow trucks really work at the moment. My big tow truck, it's in limp mode. It's got a transmission issue, so I haven't really put it out there and really marketed the fact that I'm ready to tow yet because I'm not ready to tow yet. I could pick it up, but the truck only goes like 45 miles an hour and it's kind of hard to drive. So I found another truck up here in Missouri over the weekend, and it's a basic truck, nothing fancy, but it works. At least I think it works. Driving on a really cold and dreary day to Missouri, and my hope is I bring home a tow truck. And I stole my wife's car this morning because it's the smallest one I've got. It weighs about 4,600 pounds. Plus it gets the best gas mileage. I'm getting like 34 miles a gallon doing 80 miles an hour. Here we go, another adventure. Closed. Oh well, settle for something else. Well, we finally made it. They got two. They got a winch truck and a rollback. Look at that. And from what I can see right now, it's in really good condition. So, might be going home with this one. That's pretty nice. We'll take a look, see what we can make a deal. Well, if you can see a BMW right there through the window, that means I bought a tow truck. So, woo, it's raining. I'm having to get to know kind of new equipment here, and not everything works. The turn signals are kind of messed up on this thing, so it goes about 72 miles an hour is about the fastest I've got it going. But man, it's a nice truck. I mean, it's really solid. It drives down the road really nice. I mean, you got to pay attention, don't get me wrong, especially with the weather the way it is. So my goal right now is to make it home in the next 4 hours. It could take a lot longer than that, quite honestly. But because when I hit a grade, I slow down to like 60 miles an hour, and then I can, kind of get going again. But I'm really happy with this. It's going to be a great addition to our fleet. And the guy took really, really good care of it. Plus, he threw in like chains and boomers and I mean just all kinds of stuff. So I don't even have to really outfit it. It's already outfitted. Everything works really well. The bed's got a little bit of an issue where it won't lock. When I push it all the way up, it won't lock into place. So I've got to figure that out. But as you can tell, I loaded the BMW on the back. I'm going to try to make it home, and it's going to be tough going because it's learning a new vehicle. Doesn't go very fast, and it's raining, and it's fixing to be dark. So this could be fun. I don't know what I get myself into sometimes, but hey, life's an adventure, right? So Epic Cars, baby, here we go. Made it home. 4.5 hours there, 6.5 hours back, and about 2 hours on the ground, just kind of getting things figured out. Can't really see it too much. It's very dark, but it's awesome. Like that, you just have to take my word for it. It's awesome. Did really good coming back. I mean, things that kind of weren't working in the beginning started working towards the end. A couple of light bulbs, things like that are still out, but I did, I don't know, probably averaging 65 miles an hour the entire way. It was raining like crazy, so it was kind of made it hard to drive, but Man, I'm really proud of it. I'm just tickled because it really, really did good. So I'll give you a better picture of it in the morning. So right now I'm going to bed. Yep. Alright guys, so here she is. Sorry, it's really windy and really cold today here in Oklahoma, so hopefully the wind's not causing too much problem on the sound, but you know, it's got a little, it's an older truck. It's a 1999 International 4700. It's got the 7.3 diesel in it, International diesel. It's got an automatic transmission. Really runs and drives very well. I mean, the fact that I was able to do about 75 miles an hour on the highway coming home, fully loaded in the rain, speaks to its condition. It's got some clear coat, you know, missing on the cab here, that kind of stuff. The hood was actually repainted at one point in time, but it's got the sun visors. The mirrors are real solid, they don't shake. Now, it is not an air truck, so it does not have air service on it, so no air brakes or anything like that, but it does have this tank that you can fill up when you go out on jobs and you have air there for you. It's got brand new toolboxes on each side. The tires are fairly new from what they say. Came with the scoops for the wheel lift, so it got the wheel lift scoops. The wheel lift, the guy that worked on it, named Bob, he's actually worked on it the past 17 years. The guy who owned this previous to the guy I bought it off of, I think they've owned it since, I don't know, early 2000s. And he had a matching one, red and red. You saw that earlier on the video. These were his pride and joys, and the guy who owned the business. And he would pull them in and out every night, so they, you know, never sat outside. He said we probably used that wheel lift maybe a total of 10 times. The entire time that they owned it, he said they probably towed less than 50 cars. It just really wasn't a big money maker for the service center. So Jim Blounce was the owner. He recently sold his shop and all his assets to this other kid that I met and who I bought it off of about 3 months ago. And I don't think they have even used the tow trucks at all since the new guy bought it. So he just said, you know, they're sitting there, they're not really making any money for me, so I'm gonna sell them. But you can tell they were really well taken care of. Just had a new brake job, rebuilt transmission. Does leak a little oil here and there, so you know what 7.3 doesn't. But we'll get that figured out. New batteries. The interiors where this thing, you can really tell it just does not have a lot of wear and tear on it. The stereo works great. I mean, even the cruise control. I was using cruise control coming home the other night. Everything in here works. Power windows, but every gauge works. It's got storage up there. I mean, it came with, and it's just got stuff everywhere. Like they were just towing with it yesterday and stopped. And so, let's see here. It's a Zip Trucks equipment, so it was the bed and everything's from Zips. GVWR is 21,490 or 440. 19.5 wheels. It's actually a 1999 truck. They changed the oil, did the brakes, all that good stuff just recently. But what's crazy is it's like they just gave me all this stuff. So everything that you see up here was included in the sale. It's got a really nice winch line on it, and it's really long also. So that's nice. Everything in here, they just threw in. I mean, block and tackle, chains, toolboxes, jumper cables, everything's in here. So look at all this stuff. I mean, some of this stuff, I don't even know what it is. But chains and reflectors and jack. And, so that deal, I guess it hooks onto the wheel lift to tow trailers with. I mean, they've just included all this stuff in with the sale price, which I was gonna try to negotiate down. But when I got there and saw how nice the truck was, and then they were including all this stuff in it. I mean, look at this. It's like all the safety equipment and all that's still there. They put brand new batteries in it, but it died on me once while I was on the test drive, so I went ahead and got one of those just to be safe. But look how clean that floor is. And I mean, all the doors are just clean, no rust. It's just a wonderful old tow truck. It's been taken care of. and now it's mine. So I'm really excited about this thing. Now what we're gonna do with this other truck today is take it into the shop, see what they can figure out. It's in limp mode, so I've got to figure out what's going on, whether it's an engine issue, a transmission issue, or both. Because it's like it's only stuck in one gear. It won't change gears, and I can't get it to go over like 40, 45 miles an hour. So that's something we're gonna take in today and see what kind of money we got to put into that. But the nice thing is while that's in the shop, we can still make money and do this. So I've got to get graphics off the door, my new graphics on. Got to get it inspected by DOT and also DPS, so that'll be happening in the next week or two. And then I'm officially in the tow business once that's done. I'm really excited about this, guys. You know, I've kind of told you in my previous video, I've wanted to be a tow truck driver for a long time. I know that sounds weird, but as a kid, I saw these trucks and I just loved them. Fell in love with them, and I'm really excited about starting kind of this new venture. With Chandler on board, he can handle stuff that I can't do, maybe if I'm working during the day on some other projects, things like that. But I think it's going to be an added source of income to my retirement program, and have fun at the same time. And man, why not do something you love? I watch YouTube videos about trucks and trucking and towing and all that stuff all the time. I'm really into it right now for some reason. I think it's time to officially get started, so I'm doing it. And then with the fleet of trailers and things like that we're going to be having, we're going to be able to handle pretty much anything, you name it. I mean, heavy equipment to exotics to classics to daily drivers to whatever. You know, I'm not getting into the heavy trucks. I'm not getting into the big rotators and things like that. I'm not going to be towing semis and things like that. And I'm not going to be going out on accident work. I just don't want to do that at this point. I want to kind of stay in my little niche, and this truck's going to allow us to do that and all the other equipment too. So guys, thank you for watching. You're seeing a dream come true for me. I've wanted to do this for a really long time, and we'll see where this takes us. So I'll continue to be updating videos on towing, the tow process, and the tow company as I get them done. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you can for me. I'd appreciate that. Hit like if you can. And we'll catch you next time, Epic Cars. I appreciate you. God bless.